Yo, JD here, and we are here for an F1 2018 league race. This is the World Online Racing League, which I recently took part in. I managed to win my debut race at Germany a couple of races back, joined midway through the season, and now we're at Spa here, where I qualified third on the grid. As usual, getting a pretty bad start. And you can see on the left-hand side, this is not just a webcam video. I actually streamed this race, and I will be streaming this league every single Monday from 8 PM GMT time. So thank you so much for the people who actually watched the stream. The support was absolutely incredible, and I just really enjoyed just streaming these races. And I'll be streaming every single Wednesday as well, so every Monday and Wednesday. ILR on Friday, which I did stream last week. I think I'm actually going to just save that for a highlights video for now, really, to be honest. I think I'm just going to save that one just for highlights on a Monday. So I won't be streaming that on Fridays anymore. I'll just be doing Monday league races here and Wednesday as well. So make sure you follow me on Twitter for that. But for this race, had quite a bad race in ILR around here. So I really wanted to learn my lesson from that, because I've had quite a bad week, a bad couple of races in league racing. Results really haven't gone my way. And that happens to everyone. That happens to the best of us. You just got to just try and just get out of that slump that you're in and just try and get into a good rhythm. And it kind of felt that way for this. I definitely improved my setup, my driving. Did a quite a good quali, coming in P3 in qualifying, where I think I arguably should have got pole. I made quite a big mistake on the last corner, if you look back at my stream. But this race here, I was really hyped for this. And everyone who was watching this was super hyped as well. And that was really helping me just to drive at a good level once again. And you can see here, we've got pretty much I think a 6 to 7 car fight for the lead at the moment. With my teammate Martin second, Joe leading, Pinecone third. It was shaping up to be a very good race. And right now, I'm just going to be talking over this video, telling you my thoughts as usual. And you may be seeing by the title or wondering what that's about. You'll be seeing that at the end of the video, but for now, I wasn't thinking of that at all. Obviously, I wasn't thinking of that. I was just thinking of the car ahead, just trying to do the best possible here. I haven't got any, I think I've got one warning on the first lap, and that was pretty much it. But just focusing on the car ahead, because I felt I had quite a good amount of pace left in the tank. I was trying not to use Rich or ERS that much. You can see saving quite a lot of ERS, and we're on lap 2 here. And the car's very slippery in a straight line. I was using 1.5 wings with 9 ballast, and that was working very well, giving me not only good straight line speed, but since the wings are much closer together, actually gives me better turning, because in ILR, I think I was running 1.7 with 1.6. Actually, no, I was actually running 1.4 with 8, which was pretty quick in the straight line, but it just had no turning whatsoever at all. And this setup is actually even more stable than that one. And I've decided that every single Wednesday, so tomorrow, every single Wednesday, I'll be releasing my mastering series, starting with Australia tomorrow, and then just running through every single week. I'll just be releasing a new how to master this track, where I'll be going over my race setups, what I actually use, because time trial setups are pretty good for one lap, especially on one lap, but don't really always transfer over to the race, really, because it's higher temperatures. So tomorrow onwards, I'll be going through every single track, so one episode a week, and hopefully that will really help you, because obviously that's the question I get asked probably the most on this channel, is what's your race setup when you go do more hot lap videos. And I've decided to start doing that from tomorrow onwards, so hopefully you stay tuned for that one. But here, the guys ahead of me got a little bit of a gap now, but again, you can see through the corners, we've just got so much more, you can just visually see, we've just got so much more speed. And we're not using Rich. We've got a lot of fuel left in the tank as well. And I just felt really, honestly, just really comfortable at this stage in the race. I didn't really feel like I needed to push or anything, because the undercut is not really that effective around here, because the medium tyres are just so slow. They just take a good lap or 2 laps to get up to temperature. So I wasn't really at risk of being undercutted or anything at all. If anything, you want to go as long as possible into this race. It's got a little bit deep here, but you can see how much speed we gained really under braking and through just the corners itself. And thank you so much for people who actually donated yesterday as well, and people who follow me. As I said, these streams are just really exciting, and I'm really glad that a lot of people seem to really enjoy them as well. But on the race itself now, you can see we're still well within the DRS zone, and the lead is now really starting to hype up, because I was actually talking to Martin during this race as we almost lose the car there. But I was talking to Martin, telling him to put a bit of pressure on Joe, because I didn't really want him to get away or anything at all. So that's exactly what he's doing now, and it's 3 abreast going down into Sector 1 here. Martin, my teammate's actually been hit by Joe. He's had to go straight on. He's completely cut the track, which I think he got an instant time penalty for that. And Joe has gone from 1st to 3rd, I believe now. He's going down the inside of Pinecone now. So it's getting a little bit feisty up front, but again, I was just taking my time once again. No ERS, standard mix, just trying to save as much power as possible. Because I was hoping these guys would probably pit this lap, and then I could go for an overcut, really, with fresher tyres. That was really my thinking at this point. And it said no real need to just use any power, because we were just comfortably staying with them. But now they're going side by side for this right and left sequence of corners. Pinecone has actually just lost the rear ever so slightly, and we have to take avoiding action off the track, which means we actually get an illegal overtake, which you can see by the cluster of cars behind me. I thought that was... I don't know what you think, really. I'll leave it up to you, really, but I was not really too happy about that, because honestly, I don't really feel there's that much I could have done in that situation, which means we get a 5-second stop-go penalty because we didn't let him pass. When in reality, looking back on this now, I probably should have just let him pass straight away, even if I lost a few more seconds. It was probably the best thing, but I had so many clusters of cars behind me. I kind of forgot that it was still counting the pits. But moving back onto slow motion replay now, you can see Pinecone, he actually just loses the rear, so his tyre temps are just through the roof. Joe has to go off, just about off the track. We have to take avoiding action. We couldn't stay on the track at all. So if we braked, we'd probably hit the car behind would probably hit me, or we'd probably hit him. So I just had to take completely avoiding action. And that's just really frustrating, because in real life, I don't think you probably wouldn't get a penalty for that. You had to avoid an accident there. So, but as I said, I'll leave that up to you. Let me know what you actually think of that incident here. But now we're coming to the pits. So the others have actually pitted the lap before, and we are all over the back of Joe here. His tyres are absolutely shot. And as I said, we're just feeling really, really strong on pace. So coming into the pits now, spotting that braking point line, and now we've got to serve this 5-second stop-go penalty. But I was confident I could get back into this race. Coming into the pit box now. So we'll go wait. As you can see, it says penalty. Got to wait for that 5 seconds. Once it hits that, that's when they'll be changing the tyres. 5 seconds is gone now. We're going to go on the medium tyre here. And yeah, the game decides to not release me at all. And now, yeah, I don't really have any words, to be honest. I've been on stream yesterday. There's no point really getting too angry, because I've had my fair share of bad luck. But honestly, enough is enough, really, as it says by the video title. I really appreciate Codemasters doing a lot of patches for the game, which I really admire them for. They've done a lot of patches in quite quick succession. But these kind of things really should not be happening in a game, an F1 game. The other games, like esport games, especially this game is running on esports, you don't really see that happening with other games. And yeah, for me, it's just really not good enough, because this glitch has been around for quite a while now. And as you can see there, it's gone from a really entertaining race to now my race being completely destroyed. So I've actually contacted Codemasters, and they've actually come back to me saying, confirming that they're going to investigate this. But it's just really disappointing, and it's just something I really had to showcase. If people weren't watching on the stream yesterday, I want to hear your experiences of anyone else has had this glitch. I know a lot of people have told me they have as well. And as I said, it's just really gutting, because not only really fighting for the win of a race, but mainly just completing a race. A glitch where you can't even complete a race, I think, is just unacceptable, really. So yeah, that's all I have to say in it. As I said, in other games you don't really have this, and I really think a strong emphasis needs to be made on multiplayer in the future, because I think online's been neglected for quite a while in this series, and I think it's time they really need to start giving it a bit more love than it deserves. So that's all I have to say in it. Let me know what you think of this, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.